Hello there, I want to show something off. And I actually tried to record this before and I almost succeeded, except I forgot to hit the record button, so it was a waste of time. But yeah, I want to show off this Sixel image format. Sixel is an image format that was created by DEC like 30 years ago, and somehow people don't know about it. I don't know how. Anyway, the good thing about it, the cool thing about it, the awesome thing about it is you can use it to display images in the terminal. And that's fantastic. But you need a terminal emulator that is compatible with that. It has to support that. And this is MLTerm in this case. I like this one quite a bit. MLTerm has very low latency, I noticed. Like I started typing it, and I realized that it's very responsive. Most terminal emulators have extremely bad latency. They're fucking horrible. And even the ones that you think wouldn't have that problem, they still do. ST, very small terminal, horrible latency. Alacrity, supposedly very fast terminal, horrible latency. So pretty much all of them have horrendous latency. Just an issue with most terminal emulators because they're very unrefined, I guess. I think Xterm is actually better for that, and Xterm actually supports Sixel. But I tested it, and to me it seems very slow. And I heard that Xterm is slow in general, so I don't really recommend that. I don't really recommend Xterm. I think it has lower latency as well. But I recommend MLTerm. It's pretty neat. I like it quite a bit. And this one supports Sixel, so I can use Libsixel, like this. Libsixel. You have to install this if you want to do what I'm going to show you. Anyway, just any image. There we go. It's an image in my terminal emulator. Anyway, Libsixel converts the image to the Sixel format. It's actually very quick. Like, look at how fast that is. There is no cache here. It's doing it from scratch. There, it's me in the future. Future me. But yeah, it's very fast. You could use this to make a file manager in the terminal that has like a grid view with image previews, just like a graphic one. You could use this. And it's pretty quick. It can take time to display images like this. If I do this. This is L6, LSX. How do I pronounce that? I don't know. But this is like an LS version of for Sixel images, basically. And it takes a little while to display images. It's not that. It's kind of slow. But if you make a file manager for it, you can have a thumbnail cache. You should always have that if you don't want the directories to take forever to load, like with the XFE file manager. It doesn't have a cache. So it's basically unusable if you use thumbnails. Well, you should have one. But if you make a file manager, you can have a thumbnail cache with 6 images, so there's no need for a conversion. Potentially, I guess. You could do it. I can imagine how to. But yeah, so it should be faster. You could display the images pretty quickly. And it would be fantastic. Somehow, no one has done that. Maybe I should do it. I'm not a programmer, but I guess I have to become one to make all the obvious things that other people don't make. But yeah, MLTerm, you can also do this. Background. Picture. Home. By the way, no thumbnails in the fucking file picker. What should I pick? I don't know what the fuck I'm picking. Okay, apply and exit. That's an example. Let's clean the screen. Okay. It works. You can have basically terminal emulator backgrounds in this. Unfortunately, you can't make it so that the image isn't stretched, which is annoying. They really should add more options for that. But you can put a nice pattern there. You can put a nice pattern that you like. Old systems had that. I think Risk OS, yeah, Risk OS, it has backgrounds for directories. Is it for directories or for the entire file manager? I don't remember. But yeah, old systems allowed you to have different backgrounds for different directories and stuff like that. You could do that if they changed this, made it more flexible, put more options there, maybe some scripting. But yeah, it's very nice. It's very, very nice. But, and by the way, to open the configuration for MLTerm, you just click Control and then right click. And then this shows up and you can configure it however the hell you want to. But this video is not about MLTerm. But there's another terminal emulator that is very good that also supports that. And it's the Foot terminal emulator. It's for Wayland. So if you use Wayland, this is for you. I'm gonna open that in Cage here. Cage Foot. There. That's Foot. By the way, in case you don't know, you can open Wayland window managers inside of X. You can just type the name of the window manager. Actually, why the fuck not? Let's show this. And hope that I know how to close it. There we go, it's Sway. It's Sway. How do I close this? There, yeah. You can open window managers for Wayland inside of X, and that's Cage. And Cage just displays one window. It's very neat. So I'm using it to display Foot. And here, let's put MLTerm here. And let's do a time. Fuck. To compare the performance. As you can see, pretty close, pretty good. They're both very comparable. And I actually tried this in actual Wayland, and the performance was the same. It doesn't matter that it's running in X. So if you use Wayland, use Foot. Fantastic terminal emulator. Amazing. And MLTerm for people that use X. And actually, MLTerm can be, you can run it as a daemon, and you can actually run it as well in the TTY, so you don't need X to do this. But it has to be compiled to have that. And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that and show it off, maybe one day. But you can do that. And it also has a daemon, and you can do splits, kind of like Tmux, so you could use it as a terminal multiplexer and session manager. It's actually very neat. I'm still playing around with it. But it's very cool. Very, very cool. Look at these images. They're awesome. Awesome. Oh, before I forget, you can display GIFs. Or GIFs. Supposedly the correct form is GIF. I don't say graphics. I say graphics. But I guess the person that invented the format, they said graphics. Well, look at this. We can see GIFs. Why isn't it showing the format? What the hell? What is this? Windows? Why isn't there a .gif after them? What? That's weird. Some images have the format and some don't. I didn't notice that. What the hell? Wait a second. What? Why isn't that showing? That is fucking weird. What? I didn't notice that. Whatever. Let's see in a GIF. Let's show it off. Libsixel. I have aliases for that, but I'd rather not use it right now. To not confuse people. GIF. Let's try this GIF. There we go. And when it's done, it quits. Very neat. Very nice. Why are you not using this? Why are you not developing more programs that use this? Why? Why am I not doing that? Well, I'm doing other things. I have Japanese to learn. I have other things to learn. I have a lot of things to do. Anyway, let's talk a little bit more about Libsixel. Why is this so amazing? What else can you do with it? You think it's just images? It's not just images, it's way more than that. Anyway, look, I just showed this to you. These are just images. Very nice, right? Right? The GIFs. I showed this too. Very nice. Video streaming. You can watch videos in the terminal emulator using Libsixel. And you can do that using a patched version of FFmpeg. That's how you do it. You do it that way. You also have SDL integration, so you can do gaming and you can do virtualization inside of the terminal emulator and the TTY. If you run the terminal emulator in the TTY, MLTerm supposedly can do that. I think most people don't know, but there are terminal emulators that run in the TTY that don't use X at all. There are a few of those. By doing that, you don't need X, you don't need Wayland, you don't need anything. But here it is, a virtual machine running inside of a terminal emulator, inside of MLTerm, the same one that I was using. And as you can see, is running in a Mac. Why the hell would you use that? No reason to. But if you do use one, MLTerm works. And you also have iTerm2, which is a very nice terminal emulator for Mac that supports Libsixel. So you can use that as well. And MLTerm, it's portable enough that you can run that on Windows. Why would you? Why would you ever use Windows? I don't know. But if you do, you can use it. Maybe you're running some old version of Windows for gaming. You can use MLTerm on that. You can do a bunch of other shit. W3M integration. I actually found this out by looking stuff up online. I thought, maybe there's a version of W3M that supports Libsixel. And I looked it up and I found out that W3M itself actually supports Libsixel. But the man page doesn't mention that at all. It's a hidden option that enables that. And it seems to be pretty incomplete to me, because the images take quite a while to run, not to run, to load. They take quite a while to load, and most of them don't load at all. I don't know why. But I went on 4chan to test that, and not great results. Not great results at all. Like, it took a while to load the images, and most of them didn't load. But that can be fixed. And it doesn't flicker like W3M images flicker. Like W3M image, the actual program that W3M uses to display images, that one has a lot of flickering. When you move the cursor, it flickers a lot. So it's not great. And it doesn't work in the TTY either. Like, you can't make it work, I don't think. So Libsixel should be superior. But it's not very well implemented yet. But it could be done. And here it is. Some more stuff. And it's always in Japanese. And one thing that I can talk about is, I have seen this kind of stuff for years. And I had no idea how people did that. I saw people using... Where they show it here. Where is it? Oh fuck, so many things to show. Well, you can see it here. Twitter in the terminal. I saw that before. Twitter in the terminal displaying images. A lot of the time in really old computers, like this. I saw this a lot and I had no idea how they did it. And it turns out this is how they did it. And apparently NetBSD supports this very well. I think their version of MLTerm may actually enable that option by default, unlike a lot of systems. So I saw this all the time and I had no idea how they did it. To me it was a complete mystery and I found out about it. But yeah, other things you can do. You can use Screen. You can use GNU Screen, the multiplexer. There's a patched version that supports Libsixel. Here it is. I don't know, maybe Screen actually implemented this. Maybe the main version of Screen has that, and I don't know, but as far as I know, it's just a fork. And you can have terminal multiplexing with images, if you do it.